YouTube family, what is up? Okay, so I know a lot of you have been asking me, hey, Kong, when are you going to do the next cold call role play? It seems like you guys really, really enjoy it for some reason. So we're back. So if you want a cold call role play with me, all you need to do is comment the word me and I'll bring you on live. Also, too, is if you have a lead you want to call, let's say if you have a buyer you want to call, you have a seller leads that you want to call, or maybe you want to call a realtor, and so I can listen into your call and I'll be able to give you some tips, some feedback, and some advice on how you can improve your phone call skills. So let's rock and roll. Who's ready? All right, TikTok family, all you need to do is comment the word me if you want to jump on a cold call role play with me, okay? So let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Who's ready? All right, let me know who's ready. Alicia said, thank you so much for everything you do, Alicia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you do. All right. Without you guys, if it weren't you guys' support, man, I wouldn't be here. Okay. So I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let me know if you're ready to jump on a cold call role play, or maybe you have a question. Okay. If you have a question, open for a little bit of Q&A. Sebastian, yes, I am. What question you got, Sebastian? Here's what I'm going to do, Sebastian. I'm going to put the link right here in the chat. All you need to do is click on the link. Come and join me live. Okay, there you go. There's the link. Okay. There's the link. Okay, come and join me live. Ask me any question that you want. Question is, how do you pay your VAs? Do you have them on payroll or do you do transfer? Yes, I do have them on payroll. Okay, so we do have them on payroll, and we actually pay them through a site called Remitly. Okay, and that's how we pay our VAs. All right. What other question? Okay, what other questions? What other question you guys got? Okay, even if it's commission based, yes. Even if it's commission based, it doesn't matter. But we will pay them through Remitly. Remitly is how we pay them. And all of my VAs are from the Philippines, so that's how they get paid. I don't pay them, but the wifey, she takes care of all the payroll. She takes care of all the hire. She takes care of all the training. She takes care of all the firing. She takes care of all the marketing. Well, she trained the VAs, all the VAs up to do that. But she takes care of all the back end, so that way I get to focus on the front end. What other question? Come on, fam. Shh, nobody has any questions. So TikTok family, comment in the chat the word me if you have any questions or you want to jump on a cold call role play. Comment the word me and I'll bring you on live. Alicia said, is it possible? Alicia said, is it possible to close your first deal without EMD, which stands for earnest money deposit? The answer is yes. Yes, it is possible. I mean, listen. So what happened, Alicia, is that once the seller signed the contract, all you need to do is you just hold on to the contract. You don't even have to send it to the title company. And then once you found the buyer, then you bring both contracts to the title company, and then your buyer will bring in the all the funds already. So the answer is yes. I mean, we have students that done it. I mean, I done it when I first started out. Okay. Jemiah.
Hey.
Hey, what up, player?
Keep the camera up. I don't got no shirt.
Hey, dude, no shirt is fine, bro. No shirt. Hey, no shirt is no shirt is just fine. So, what do you want to do? You have some leads you want to call? You want to do a cold call role play? What's up? Or you have a question?
Nah, we could do a cold call role play.
Okay, so you want to do a cold call role play?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jeremiah with Prestige Properties. I was hoping to get in contact with Kong.
Yes, speaking.
Hey, Kong, happy Saturday. I was just reaching out because I work for an investment company that's currently buying houses in the area, and I wanted to see if you had any properties you'd be interested in selling.
I mean, like, I'm not looking to list my property, I already have an agent that I'm working with.
Is it currently on the market or is it still off market?
No, I mean it's not on the market, but I'm saying if I were to sell it, I already have an agent that I would list it with.
Gotcha. So you weren't looking for any cash offers on the property
Well,
instead of having to go through the hassle of listing it with a realtor and waiting for your property to sell?
I would be open to that. So, what's your offer?
Before I give you an offer, my job at the company, we're an investment company who buys houses for cash, and my job is just to collect some information regarding the property so I can hand it over to my purchase manager and they can present you with the best offer that they can. Is that okay?
I mean, how long is this going to take?
Typically, once I, gather all the information, I send it over to my purchase manager, and it takes around 1 to 2 business days. Is that okay?
I mean, like,
So,
my whole thing is, there's a lot of scam going around. So, I just want to make sure this is not another scam.
no, so basically how our process works is basically once we come to a fair price that works for you and us, we'll be sending it over to a third party title company. Us as buyers, we just want the clear title to the property. And you as the seller, whatever price that we agree upon, that will be the amount that you walk away at closing. So am I catching you at a bad time to go over this property?
No, I mean, not at all. So, Jeremiah, so far so good. But let me stop there, dude. I remember the first time we role play, right? There's a lot. There's a lot of hate, dude. But so far as you do a lot better, bro. So congrats. Now, the only thing right here I want to stop you is when they say, "Hey, I want to be scammed," I want you to come back, dude. So say whatever you just said, but then before that, I want you to come back and I want to say, Jeremiah, totally understand what you're saying. I get phone call all the times from basically it's a scam call. Okay, I get it
Yeah.
all the time, so I understand where you're coming from. But let me share. But let me show you how you're gonna be protected in this transaction if we ever end up, doing a deal together. That's what I would say, bro. So basically, I come in and I tell them that I can relate and I can understand because I get these scam call all the time. Like to say, and you can also say my family, they like it
Yeah.
annoys my parents so much. So I understand where you're coming from, but obviously I want to give you the peace of mind, the confidence that we are the real deal, and here's how it's gonna work. And that's when you come in and you say that. So which is good. Let's continue. Okay.
Gotcha.
I got a few minutes to chat.
Gotcha. And in case we get disconnected, is this a good cell phone number to call you back on?
It's the only number.
Gotcha. And that is 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8-9-0, correct?
That is correct.
And Kong, besides getting the right price for the property, what's another reason that you'll consider selling today?
Well, I mean, like, the property been a rental for, the last, I would say like 15 years. Renter's good. They pay on time. I mean, they really don't cause any problem, but I'm getting to the point where it's like, I'm a little tired, like
Yeah.
I might just sell it and then just take a cash and do something else with it.
What would you plan on doing with it?
I know. I might put some in. I probably might put some in stocks and a little bit into crypto and some meme coin.
What type of crypto are you investing in?
I mean, like right now, it looks terrible. Right now, it looks terrible, but I think Bitcoin will be around forever, and I do believe that the whole crypto thing will definitely change our whole banking systems and our finance system over time. So I got a little Bitcoin, a little XRP, a little
Okay,
XRP,
okay.
a little ETH, and recently I just got into a coin called Well, which is it's a community coin like Dogecoin,
Like Dogecoin,
like
okay.
Doge, correct?
Yeah, I tried getting into the whole crypto and everything in 2021. I don't know if you heard of it, Shiba.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yep. Shiba Inu had a good run for a while.
yeah, I put all
Yep.
my money into it and I lost
Damn. Dang. Sorry, bro.
it. Yeah, but I hope, that doesn't happen to you.
Hopefully not. And hey, maybe you would consider joining us in on Well, and hopefully that you can make some of that money back.
How much is it at right now? Is it like Sheba, or is
So basically, Jeremiah, this is something maybe you can hit me up on, DM me privately on Discord, and
yeah?
dude, I'll tell you all about this coin, bro. And it's probably one of the biggest opportunity right now. Um,
Okay.
because when I share this, it was at it's at $20,000 market cap. And
Mm-hmm.
that thing, just in 3 days or so, we ran as a community, as a team, we ran that thing to 2.6 million. So a lot of people have 100x their money. I know. I know. So hey, so I know, dude. Dude, DM
I'm
me on Discord.
I'm in the Discord. I just I focus on the WTM Academy
Sure, I
more
understand.
so. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
hear
but
you.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, no problem. Okay.
And just to confirm, what is the address of property that you're hoping to sell today, Kong?
You know, 345 Main Street.
345 Main Street. And what's the zip code?
98229.
98229. Gotcha. And since nobody knows the property better than you, could you tell me a little bit about the beds and the baths and everything and the square footage?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, roughly about 1,700 square feet.
Gotcha. And you haven't done any updates or anything to the property?
No, not at all.
And what year was it built in?
Like probably 1980s, 1970s.
Gotcha. And how's the roof and everything?
Roof is fine, electrical is fine, plumbing is fine. Like I said, there's no major issue with it. If there is any little issue that comes up, the renter seems to take care of it. So,
Oh, nice. It
yeah,
seems like you got good renters. How much are you getting in rent from them?
they're paying me about, I would say, roughly about 1750 a month.
1750. And is that below market or is that above, average market? Below?
Since they've been there for a long time, I gave them a little discount.
Gotcha. And if we was to go in there and do a little bit of updates and everything, do you know how much we can get in rent?
Probably 2,000.
2000. Okay. And how's the kitchen and the bathroom? Is the kitchen and everything updated with stainless steel appliances, granite countertops?
No, I mean, listen, this is a rental, so I mean, we're not looking to flip the property, so it's kind of in like the rental grade. So no, it doesn't have granite countertop, doesn't have stainless steel appliances, but everything is working. I mean,
Gotcha.
there's nothing wrong with the property.
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
It's not broken, don't fix it. That's right.
Gotcha. What do you think the house is worth in today's market?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't done any research. I mean, I figure that you guys call me. You're the professional, so you must know how much it's worth, or at least what you guys want to pay for it. So maybe you can tell me.
Yeah, my job at the company is just to make sure, gather as much information as possible. But I definitely want to make it a win-win situation for the both of us. For you, as a customer, and us as a company, we do want to make some type of a gain. Um, but if we was to present you with an offer, how would you know, exactly? I just want to make sure we get what you want.
Yeah, I mean, like, just make me an offer, and I'll let you know if it works or no.
Gotcha. And do you know what the tax assessed value is on the property?
The last time I looked at it was like what, around 375.
And how long ago was that?
I mean, just recently. I mean, this year.
Gotcha. So is the 375 something that you're hoping to walk away with at the time of closing?
No, I mean, listen, the tax assessed value, listen, like, I, I've been in the game for a long time. I know everything. So my whole
Mhm.
thing is that, typically the tax assessed value is a lot lower than what the market value of the property is. So if you guys thinking about, paying me 375 for it, forget it.
No, we definitely, want to pay you more than tax assessed value. We just want to make sure, we want to make sure we get what you want to walk away with.
Right.
So if you're saying that it's above 375, what do you think the property can be worth?
Well, I mean, like I said, I haven't done much research on it. I just know that it's worth more than 375. And listen, you guys are the one who called me who wants to buy my property, and we've been on the phone for 10 minutes now, and you still haven't made me an offer yet.
Gotcha. And I know you said that the 375 is the tax assessed value, and you know that that's a little bit above.
Okay, now listen. If you guys can give me 450, it's yours.
450. And is that as is or
Yes, I mean, listen, 450 as is. You guys take over. You do whatever you want with it.
gotcha? And is there any mortgage or liens that need to paid off at the time of closing?
No, I own it free and clear.
Nice. And one of the benefits of going with a company like ours is that we're gonna take care of all the closing costs and everything. So would the 450 be the lowest that you'll walk away with at the time of closing?
Well, I mean, like, if you guys pay all the closing costs, all the fees, I mean, I might consider going just a tiny bit lower.
And do you know what that might be?
I mean, probably like 445.
Well, Kong, if you was to come down five, do you know how much closing costs typically run?
Well, I mean, that's not my problem. You guys said that you're gonna pay for all the closing costs and all the fees, right?
Yeah, just to make it a hassle-free sell for you,
Yeah.
just to
So
make
I mean, listen, I want 445 cash net in my pocket. If you can pay that, great. If you can't, then we move on.
gotcha. And I know you say you're going to list it with a realtor. Do you know what price you would have listed it for?
Well, I mean, they said if I were gonna list it, they'll probably list it for like 500,000. So I'm already giving you guys what, a $60,000 discount. I mean, what else do you want?
And do you did you encounter the closing costs and everything that you have to pay out of pocket?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that
What
much,
the realtor
No,
commissions and
I mean, yeah,
everything?
I mean, it's not that much. The realtor is my friend. Okay, and he said he's not gonna charge me anything. All right. So if you just want it, 445, or I'm just gonna list it with an agent at 500,000.
So if you was to list it at 500,000 and pay 500,000, you got me.
Okay. So Jeremiah, right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse the role. Okay.
Gotcha.
So now you're gonna take off where I said 445 and 500,000. So here is what I'm gonna say. Okay. So I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna say, Jeremiah, I got you. So basically, you're saying that if we can't pay you the 445, you're just gonna list it with an agent for 500,000. Is that correct?
Yes.
Got you. Okay. Now, did you have to do any repairs or work to the property when you list it for 500,000, or are you gonna list it at 500,000 in the as is condition?
I would list it in a as is condition.
Okay. And if someone comes in and offer you 445, would you take it?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
Okay. Well, so how about someone come in and offer you 450?
Yes, I would take it.
Okay. So what now, Jeremiah, what I'm understanding here, because I just want you to understand the numbers. And like I said, the whole goal is to make this a win-win for you and for us. Because I understand, Jeremiah, if it doesn't make sense for you, there's no reason why you would sell. You already have an agent you're gonna list it with. That's great. But as an investor, we can't have it make sense for us. I mean, there's no reason for us to buy it either. And that's why I said at the beginning, hopefully we can work out something that works for both and it's a win-win. And if we can't, not a problem, Jemiah. But what I understand what you're saying here is that you listed for 500,000. And if someone comes in and offer you 550 or 450, that you would sell it.
Yes.
Now, I don't know, Jemiah, that you understand all the costs and all the fees, but we have done this over 12 years. We buy and sell property every single day. So let me do the quick math for you. If you were to sell for 450, I understand that your friend is an agent. He or she's not going to charge you, which is great. That's the best kind of friend to have. Okay. But you still have to pay the buyer's agent, and you still have to pay the seller closing costs. And let me just go with like 6%. Now you're down after all the closing costs, all the fees, just so you know, Jeremiah, so you can make the best decision for yourself. But you only walk away with 423. And, and that thing could be sitting on the market for, I don't know, 60, 90 days. Typically, things in this market sit for 3 to 6 months before they actually sell. And when most buyer comes in, just so you know, Jeremiah, they ask for you to do all kinds of repairs so you can pass the inspection so the bank can loan to them. But with us, the nice thing about us, Jeremiah, is that there's no banking. All cash. We buy as is. We can get this thing wrapped up and closed for you in the next 30 days or sooner. But if you list it, you go through all the hassle and you only walk away with 423. And if we were to do a nice, straight, clean deal with you and you want 445, I mean, so for us, it's like, so what are we getting? So for us, we're not getting anything really out of providing you all of this. Do you see what I'm saying there, dude?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. So I typically, when they say that, then I'll just come back. I'll be like, well, if someone come in and offer you this, would you take it? And they'll be like, yeah, I'll take it all day. And then you do the math backward and say, okay, if you accept it like this, here's all the costs, all the fees you have to pay. You you really end up for way less than what you end up way less than what you just told us what you would sell to us for. So I hope that you can understand why, Jeremiah, that doesn't make sense for us. And then I'll come back, dude, and I would say, so Jeremiah, I understand that you want to get the most you can for your property, that's what I would want too. And if that is more important to you than a convenience, a hassle-free sale, then maybe that's the route you should go. So now I'm going to push them away. I'm going to be like, hey, maybe that's the route you should go. But if you want something that's fast, that's easy, all cash, hassle-free, boom, then here's our offer, right? But, so that's how I would position myself, bro.
Gotcha. And what happens? What happens? If the seller agent did, what it would just be another 3%, 9%, 10%.
Correct. So typically the seller would pay both. Then it'll be I typically use a 10% as a rule of thumb, and then I'll take off 10%.
Gotcha.
All right.
Thank you, Colin.
Appreciate you. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Anytime, bro. I appreciate you, Jeremiah. Jeremiah is one of my students in my academy. But dude, bro, you're getting a lot better. And obviously, I throw you at the end there. I throw you a curveball, and it takes, obviously you have to talk to a lot of seller. You have to come across those kind of situation, to understand how to overcome it. So, great job, bro. You have improved a lot. So, who else want to jump on? Who else have a questions or want to jump on? TikTok family, comment the word me. I'd love to bring you on here, okay? Now, I need you guys to all understand this, and this is extremely important, that we only have, this is April. April is almost over. So, literally, we have about 8 months left until 2025 is completely over. So, if you've been sitting on the sideline, you've been just watching and haven't been taking action, I'm telling you, this year's going to go by so quick that you'll be in the exact same position. The best way to learn how to play the game is actually to get into the game. That's how you learn how to play the game, guys. Yes, you will make mistake, but at least you're failing forward. All right? Every mistake is a lesson. You learn from it, and then you just keep on going. And some of you still haven't even picked up a phone to call a seller. And that might be something that you need to do today. Pick up the phone, start calling. Strangers is the one who got your money, not your friends, not your families. Okay? Strangers. So pick up the phone and start calling. Somebody commented and said, what do you recommend to extend pre-foreclosure? So to extend a pre-foreclosure, dude, you need to hire the broker needs to know how to do these transactions, and they can. So there should be a purchase and sale contract in place, and then the realtor will use that purchase and sale contract to negotiate with the bank to get more time, to buy more time. But that broker needs to know what they're doing. Okay. What's all the questions? What's any other questions? YouTube family or anybody wants to jump on. TikTok family, if you have a question you want to jump on, comment the word me. Love to bring you on live. Okay? Who's ready to go? Who's ready? Who's ready? Let me see here. Esmeralda, I think. Hey, bro, how can I send 2 potential deal that I have? Need help. So for those of you who have a property under contract and you need help finding a buyer, then all you need to do is send it over to, hold on a second. Let me grab the email really quick. Where is it? Okay. Send it over to jvdeals@wtmfam.com. Okay. Zamba, whatever it is. I just sent you an invite. At what point? Okay. What up? Hello? Hey, what up, dude? Hey, happy Saturday. So, how can I help?
So, yeah, man, I've been laid off from my job a few weeks ago.
Man, okay.
Was making 6 figures, comfortable living.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
I'm not in a rush to join another W-2, so
Sure.
I'm trying to do something entrepreneurial.
Nice.
I've been wholesaling the last few weeks.
Okay.
I just have this feeling like I'm spinning my wheels talking to like hundreds of sellers.
Yep.
Do you have any advice like on what lists to pull?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, what lists are you pulling now?
I bought 10,000 leads from Kind Skip Trace, and I've just been calling those. I've met some people that told me they have houses, but that they're just not ready to sell.
Okay, so my question for you is: you got 10,000 leads, and what list does it come from?
Absentee owner.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Absentee owner is my initial list.
Got it, man. So, so I don't know what software you use, but for us, dude, we've been using a software called KingData.ai. And dude, that software has gotten us really, really good results. I think software is also very important because it also lets you know, that's where I guess you get accurate data. And you can, dude, if you sign up for the software, anyone that signs up, dude, I'll pay for their skip tracing, so you never have to worry about paying skip tracing again. But if I were you, dude, absentee owner alone is not enough. I would also target vacant property, tax delinquents, pre-foreclosure, pre-probate, and let me see here. Yeah, man. I think those will be enough. So not just absentee, but also free and clear. I think those free and clear lists is also good. And then they have another list on there, a thing that's very, very good. It's called Zombie. Zombie properties are property that are vacant. Okay, and also in pre-foreclosure. So if I were you, dude, those are the lists that I would target and I would hit. All right.
Got it. What was the software called? Sorry.
Yeah, dude, it's called King Data, KING Data, DATA.ai. All right. And if you want to learn how to use that software, bro, just go onto my YouTube I created so much video showing you exactly what list to pull, how to pull it, how to skip trace from the software, yada yada yada. Okay, dude.
Sounds good, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, dude. Hey, good luck with everything, okay? And hey, keep pushing. Don't ever give up, okay? Keep pushing. Don't ever give up. I know you mentioned that you don't want to come back to the W-2. Dude, when I decided to quit my JO-B, dude, I never looked back. You have to stay focused and you have to go all in and you have to be patient. It's not going to happen overnight, dude. It's going to happen over time. You need to lock in and you just need to freaking hustle and grind it out. Grind it out. Jama, I just sent you a request, Jama. Once again, anybody has any questions they want to ask, drop the word me. What up, bro?
Good.
Hey, good, man. So what's your name?
Jamal,
dude. How can I help? What's your question?
I was just trying to see, like, do people buy leads, or can I just skip the process of cold calling and pulling lists? Can I just buy leads or no?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, dude.
Okay.
Yep. So you can just go on there and you can buy leads. So instead of cold calling random people, you only be talking to people who actually raise their hand and say, "Hey, I want to sell my property."
Gotcha.
All right, dude.
Any software you prefer? Speed, Zolo, or I Speed to Leads?
Yep.
New Leads or something like
Yep.
that?
I speak to leads.
Okay.
All right, bro.
I appreciate you, Con.
Hey. You're welcome, dude. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, man. So for those of you who wants to buy leads, who has the money to buy leads, so that way you're only talking to warm and hot leads, like Motivated Seller, I'll drop my affiliate link with iSpeed to Lead. I'll drop a link with my link. They give you a massive discount because they know that I have a big following. So they'll give you a massive discount. So I'll put that link in the description as well. And earlier, for those of you who heard me talks about meme coins or like to talk about crypto, this is just my hobby, okay? That's my hobby and something I really enjoy doing. And if you want to be a part of that and jump on my Discord, link is in the description, all right? What other questions? Man? Any other question you guys got? If not, then we're going to wrap this up. TikTok family, any other questions you got? I'm scrolling to see if there's any. Going once, going twice. No other questions. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that are here with me. Thank you so much. And once again, I hope that this video add some value to you. For those of you who wants to become a student, because I get some, you ask me all the time, and here's how you become one of my Wholesale to Million Academy students. Oh, shoot, I think I have someone on the live that wants to go live. Hold on a second. Hold on. I need to add. I apologize. Hello. Vilene. Villain. Sal. Anyways, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much. Until next time, let's go get this money. I'm out.